Yes, Charleston White is correct. I'm a rapper, not a dealer. Be sure to catch my new show, 50 Cent, 50 Ways to Catch a Killer.
50, who own your masters? Who own your masters? I buy your masters. You ready? I will buy your masters. I see that Meech Home concert got the streets talking. The biggest Meech Home, the streets back. That's what I'm talking about. That's how real niggas come home and get it down.
50 Cent just straight up clowned Big Meech after word hit that Rick Ross scammed him out of a $120 million deal. Ross was out here promising blockbuster movies and major projects, but in the end, nothing. Now Meech is left looking broke while 50 keeps turning his name into a running joke. It's gotten so messy that fans are already saying the only way this beef ends is if Meech actually steps into the ring and throws hands with 50. Wild, right? Let's rewind for a second. After Big Meech left the streets, he thought he was about to stage a massive comeback. Then boom, Rick Ross jumps in, throwing around promises of a $120 million film, huge projects, the works. And Ross wasn't quiet about it either. He said it loud and clear on camera, hyping it like Meech was about to cash in big time.
Yeah, so look, I do want to do a BMF film because you've been entertained by a lackluster, small budget series. Now it's time to do a big budget film. Which director? Shout out to my homie F. Gary Gray, Antoine Foucault, what's up? Tarantino, it's a lot of legends. This is gonna be big, I can feel it.
On paper, it sounded like Meech was finally going to profit off his legendary status. But instead, Ross never came through with a thing. He just used Meech's name to flex on 50 Cent, his longtime rival, while 50 was the one putting down real money and making moves. 50 really put his money where his mouth is. He funded the whole BMF show, paid for Lil Meech's acting classes, and gave him the platform to shine. Meanwhile, Ross, nothing but empty promises and free PR stunts. And it's not just 50 bragging about it either. People close to him back it up. Tony Yayo even broke it all down piece by piece, making it crystal clear who actually did the heavy lifting. Now the streets are buzzing with reports that Meech is not just frustrated, but flat out broke. And the worst part? He's starting to realize Ross only linked up with him as a way to jab at 50. That's embarrassing. Instead of leveling up, Meech is looking like a pawn in someone else's chess game, and that's a hard pill to swallow. But the fake promises were only the warm-up. Things really spiraled when Meech's son was spotted partying with Ross at the club. Days after those leaked texts where Lil Meech was supposedly saying F Ross, he's suddenly chilling with him. The video went viral instantly. Meech and Ross shoulder to shoulder, whispering in each other's ears, grinning for pictures while the whole room glowed red. And of course, 50 wasn't about to let that slide. He hopped online and dropped one of his signature troll jokes, saying Ross told Lil Meech to hand over his dad's address so he could send some wings from Wingstop. Imagine your family drama turned into a fried chicken punchline by 50 Cent himself, straight brutal. But that Wingstop joke? It wasn't just shade, it was 50 sending a clear message. Ross ain't feeding Meech opportunities, he's feeding him scraps. And if you thought that was harsh, buckle up, because 50 then dropped a bomb about Lil Meech that had everyone's jaw on the floor. Out of nowhere, he posted, then quickly deleted, that he was the one who personally had to send Lil Meech to rehab. According to 50, Meech was showing up to set high, so out of it that he even threw up during a weapons test because he was lit. Then came the kicker. They allegedly found whippets in his truck. 50 even joked he didn't know what whippets were and had to Google it, painting himself as the one stepping up, trying to keep Lil Meech focused, while his own father was out here hyping the same bad habits. That's a wild contrast. And let's not forget, Lil Meech already managed to get himself arrested at an airport.
Okay, you understand that?
Can I call someone, mom or somebody?
We'll do that after.
Okay.
All right, just turn around for me, be cooperative. Everything's on video and audio surveillance. Plus I'm on body cam, you understand that?
Sure, yes, I understand.
Okay.
That alone says plenty about where things were headed. So when 50 blasted that info, fans immediately started asking the real question: did 50 actually save Lil Meech's career from crashing? And if so, why is Meech now cozying up to Ross? That's when another voice jumped in and made it even uglier. Michael Rainey Jr., the actor who plays Tariq on Power. He went live. A fan asked if he felt bad for Lil Meech, and instead of dodging or keeping it cute, he went full savage mode. No filter, no mercy.
Do I feel bad for Lil Meech? I don't feel bad for no grown man on this planet. Like, I'm a grown man. Why the I gotta feel bad for another grown man? Like, you a grown man too. What you asking for my sympathy for? You be alright. Oh,
That clip spread like wildfire, and of course 50 had to repost it with a laugh. He literally echoed Michael's words in his own caption, making it clear he was backing his power star all the way and doubling down on the narrative that Meech is weak. The timing couldn't have been worse, because now it looked like Lil Meech was losing respect from everyone in 50's circle, all while Ross was nowhere to be found. The truth is, all this tension had been simmering since Big Meech's failed Welcome Back concert. When Meech came home, fans expected fireworks, an epic show stacked with rappers, the kind of event that would stamp his return in history. But instead of keeping 50, the man who turned his life story into a TV empire, in the mix, Meech leaned on Rick Ross to push the whole thing. There's even a clip of them hyping the event, promising something legendary, but the hype collapsed. The concert never even happened. And for 50, that was it, the final straw. He accused Meech of cutting deals with the feds and took the war online. Suddenly, the same fans who once saw Meech as a street legend started questioning everything. Teaming up with Ross only made it worse. It looked like Meech traded loyalty for clout. And 50 ran with that narrative, blasting post after post, flipping the script until people believed it. Instead of a legendary comeback, the concert fiasco became the moment the streets stopped riding for Meech. That's when Meech finally snapped back. He posted an old photo of himself and 50, but slapped a massive rat emoji over 50's face. That wasn't just shade, that was a straight-up accusation. He was calling 50 a snitch in front of the world. And if that wasn't enough, he doubled down, labeling him an internet gangster, basically saying 50 hides behind a phone and trolls instead of facing people in real life. Ross couldn't resist piling on, mocking 50 for being salty about his link-up with Meech. Fans saw it as a tag team move, Ross co-signing Meech just to poke the bear even harder. There's even a clip where Ross flat-out mocks 50 for being pressed while standing shoulder to shoulder with Meech, making it look like they were united against him. But the irony didn't go unnoticed. 50 had given Lil Meech real opportunities, actual roles, paychecks, acting classes, while Ross? Just photo ops and clout moments. Yet Meech seemed more eager to ride with Ross, and that's what made the confusion explode into the next rumor, that Meech actually wanted to fight 50. After the rat post and Ross's trolling, the internet went wild with boxing match talk, buzzing about 50 versus Meech in the ring. Some fans hyped it up while others thought it was sad. Meech reduced to chasing validation through celebrity boxing. But the rumor really caught fire when Meech himself hinted at it, saying if it came down to it, he'd lace up gloves. Even if he said it half-jokingly, the internet ran with it, and once the blogs picked it up, the story spread like wildfire. But just as the fight chatter reached its peak, Whack 100 stepped in and shook the whole narrative. According to Whack, this beef isn't just about loyalty or Ross, it's about secrets. He claimed Meech's own confidant, Tammy Cowan, once told 50 that Meech conspired with federal authorities in other street cases. That bombshell made 50's snitch narrative hit even harder. And Whack didn't stop there. He hinted Tammy may have had her own motives for flipping on Meech. Either she felt abandoned when he got locked up, or she was bitter about him trying to snatch back his life rights she had already negotiated with 50 for the BMF series. That twist made the whole situation even messier, blurring the line between loyalty, betrayal, and survival. That revelation boxed Meech into a corner, because if Whack was right, it means someone closest to him may have been feeding 50 ammo the whole time. And here's the thing, whether Whack was dropping facts or just stirring the pot, it gave 50 even more reason to keep pressing the issue. Fans went right back to clowning, and then came one of the wildest moments yet. Big Meech stepping out.
I took a picture with Rick Ross. back against the wall and just slide down.
On the surface, it looked like just a flashy flex. But people instantly caught the symbolism. That's the very same album that outsold 50 during their legendary 2007 sales battle. Some laughed it off, others swore Meech did it on purpose. Either way, it came across like Meech was leaning into 50's old L's, poking at him through fashion. But what stood out most wasn't what Meech did. It was what 50 didn't do. Normally, he's the first to roast a fit or screenshot a goofy pose. This time, silence. That silence got fans convinced he's holding back on purpose, saving ammo for a bigger strike. Because when 50 skips a roast, it usually means he's loading something heavy in the chamber. At this point, it's obvious. This isn't just trolling anymore. 50 has locked onto Meech like an obsession. Most beefs die down, but with this one, every move Meech makes gets a response. Some say it's betrayal. After all, 50 gave Lil Meech the platform, only to watch him cozy up to Ross. Others say it's about power. 50 doesn't just want to win, he wants to crush anyone who dares cross him. And letting Meech slide, that would make him look weak. If this ever jumps from Instagram to the ring, it won't just be entertainment, it'll be the final chapter in a feud that spiraled way too far. One man fighting to protect his legacy, the other ready to destroy it just for laughs. And from the looks of it, this doesn't feel like a rumor anymore. It feels like the next move just waiting to explode. Make sure you subscribe, like, share, and comment, and I'll see you on the next one.